something a little bit different. I'm going to do bonsai, something I've always liked, something I've always loved, but never really took any interest in it, if the truth be known. I've just looked at them, admired them, and always thought I'd love one. Never took it any further. But me and Emerald Bren, we're at Tatton Park HRS flower show. Just one sec, the dogs are going mad. Okay, sorry about that. But this doesn't happen to anyone like Johnny Depp, does it? Hey. Okay, yeah, if you saw the Tatton Park RHS flower show video that I did, me and Bren got a bit excited. We were talking to the guys there, and we said we were going to start a competition and anyone's welcome. Well, obviously no one put in the comments that they wanted to do the competition, so that's that. But I'm still going to do it, and I think I'm pretty confident Bren's going to do it. So, you know, saying it was a competition was just a bit of fun, and by all means, if you do want to do it, do it. I look forward to, you know, sharing what we've done. If I can just start by saying, anyone that follows me would know me, but I don't know if I've said it. I think I have said it in various videos. I'm quite impatient. Gardening is probably the wrong job for me, because I really am impatient. And when I prune things and things like that, you've got to wait for them to develop, and when you treat grass, you've got to wait for it to develop. I'm in the wrong business, because I really am badly impatient. I just am. So that stems to this as well. What I didn't realise about bonsais, I've always admired them, as I say, and I just took it for granted that they were grown from scratch, sort of thing. But they're not grown from scratch. Originally how it started was, they went into the mountains of like China or Japan, or China mostly I think, dug them out of like crevices of rocks, mountains and things like that, where they were windswept, battered, or whatever lives up there, goats or whatever lives up there, has ate them, chewed the bits off, so they're getting thicker and thicker and thicker, but they're still staying relatively small. And then they get, you know, manicured and kept small from then on in. But you could dig one out that was like 30 years old. So when they were saying some of these are 150 years old, someone hasn't grown a seed 150 years ago and then passed it down generations looking after it. So all that said, I realised that in my job, there's certain plants in certain areas of gardens that have been hacked down in hedgerows and things. Okay, they're only sort of sycamores or hawthorns, but that's what they were growing as well. They don't all have to be aces. And they're just sort of knocked down, knocked down, knocked down, knocked down, but getting thicker. And as soon as I thought I'm going to do a bonsai, I know there's a couple of my jobs where they are, because I cut them down. Instead of digging them out, of course I can dig them out, but there's different reasons why you don't. Obviously, money's one for the customer. They're just knocked back and kept in check. So I knew there was a couple. So I've dug a holly out and 2 sycamores out. I'm just going to show you one for now. But talk about being impatient. I don't even know if this is going to work. So can I just say, first and foremost, if you follow me anyway, you probably want to watch what I'm doing because you follow me, and that's absolutely fantastic, thank you. But if this is the first one you've watched and you're interested in bonsais, I really am not a bonsai expert. This is the first thing I've done with bonsais. I've always wanted to, never done it. So we'll see what happens. And for those who are going to stay with me, who have subscribed and going to stay with me, we'll see the development. It could die. But, you know, it could die for a professional as well who does this. But this doesn't look like a bonsai. I'm thinking, have I done the right thing? Which brings me to, I rushed out because I wanted the proper pot. It's about 15, 16 quid, something like that. The label's on it. 15 quid. And I got the bonsai soil. Now, if I start doing it and it works, because I'm only going to do these that I've got, I'll probably mix my own soil and things like that and save a fortune. You're probably getting ripped off buying all this. I mean, this was like £3 for like a bag of sugar. But I wanted the right stuff to get the first one going. But saying that again, I've got the right pot and I've got the right soil. Sorry, I thought I was getting shouted. I've got the right soil. Wait till you see what I've got in the bag. I really don't know if this is going to work. But one of the main reasons why I'm going to video it as well and not just do it on my own, is you can see if it works as well. I mean, I don't want anyone to be laughing at this, especially people who do bonsai. Because as soon as you see bonsai on the heading of the video, you're probably going to think, oh, this guy, he's into bonsais. Okay, let's see what we've got. I can hear you laughing now, I can hear it. Okay. Like you now, you're on YouTube watching this. So I went on YouTube as well. And I haven't done extensive search. I just looked at a couple. I just don't have time to go on. Honestly, I just don't have time to be living on YouTube. So it takes me all my time to do my own videos. So I just looked at a couple and I got the gist. And the gist was that they got something like that. And it looked as bad as that. And then once you start, don't get me wrong, this is where experience comes in. They'll know what to cut off and what not to cut off. I don't at the moment. But I think I've got an idea of what a tree looks like. So, some of the likes of this is dead, so that's just got to come off anyway. This one's dead. I think that one, yeah, that's dead, that's dead, that's dead. Well, I know one thing, Ken Dodd's dog's dead. Let's see if it works. So, what are we going to start by doing? Well, obviously it needs to fit in there. So, I've already cut the root off when I dug it out as well. So that's cut off. That was like the tap root. Big roots on a tree, on any tree, big thick roots are to anchor the tree in. They don't feed, but then you get the little fibrous roots, and they're the ones that feed. So you want more of them. So if they don't grow or there's not enough on it, we might be in trouble. But I think that's it. I think I'll just put soil in there now. What do you think? I really do think it'll work. So let's see what we've got then. Just let's start cutting some off. Let's get my gloves in. Okay, I'm going to pause you for a second, only simply because I want to have a little think about this, and then I'll put you back on when I'm going to start cutting. Okay, well, just used that little time as well for very important issues. I'll be honest with you, I haven't really made my mind up what I'm going to cut, but I think I'm going to take some of these leaves off because I'm not going to be scared. I'm not going to be leaving everything on, because if I cut every one of these stems back to that, they're still going to grow again. So you can still get stems to bend, but you know, there could be someone watching this pulling their hair out thinking, I'm not here to show you how to do it, so don't worry. I've already said that, and I'll say that along the video as well, that don't watch this to see how it's done, but watch it to see what I'm doing and then to see if it works. But my idea is now just to get rid of these leaves, because we don't want them anyway, and they're too big. So leaves can come off. I want to get the centre open for a start, so anything in there, I'll get them off. Get them off in the centre. And you put wires round and you can bend them into nice shapes and things like that. You'll never be able to bend that. You'll never be able to bend that, etc. You can bend any of these. We can get it all windswept over to one side, and that's probably what I'm going to aim for. So all these thick ones, they've got to come off anyway. So let's see what we've got. I'll get this one off as well. I'm going to just take all the centre ones off for a start. Let's get this cut off. Okay, this one's, that's got to get cut off. Right. Also, on one of the videos, he had some like snips, which were like, or they're called pinches here. And I think I've got some somewhere. I'll try and dig some out somewhere because I think they're in a toolbox though. And I'm sure I could use them until I get the right stuff. They care like that to take nails out. When you open them up like that, they curl, so you take nails out with them. But they crimp round these, and I assume that's to make it look old and sort of gnarled and worn rather than like a straight cut. I'm not sure, but that sounds right to me. I want these lower ones off as well because I don't want it to come from right down there. I want it to be like a tree with all the growth coming on the top of it. So maybe they're too low down there, all them. This is absolutely just guesswork. Once we looked at them, and you can picture what they're like. I don't want the growth down here. I want this to be on show, and then the growth up here. So, again, if you are a bonsai guy or girl, please don't laugh at me because I'm just doing my best here. I really am doing first attempt. I'm not professing to know what I'm doing, so, but I'm enjoying it, and that's what it's all about. So if you do it, make sure you enjoy it. Okay, we need this off, and we need this off. So I don't know whether to just saw through the whole lot. You see, it looks a big fresh cut as well, but like all trees, it will heal and turn into the tree. I don't know whether that. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm going to do it anyway. I think the silky's in need of replacing, don't you? Everyone raves on about silkies, but you can't resharpen them, and eventually they're going to go blunt. But it's been okay, but I wouldn't say I've had that much use out of it. Okay, so basically what we've got now is shite, pardon my language. Doesn't look like a bonsai, does it? You see, you don't need loads of branches on one either. There was some with just one branch. I could cut all them off and just leave this one. I mean this as well off, and just leave this one, because you'll have all this thick. It'll look years old. Could even do that. Certainly too many down here. I'm going to take these off. I really don't know. Could even leave that on. That's too low. I don't want that. Yeah, these cuts, they look too straight, so you definitely need something to just round them off and get them, like this one is old and, you know, like it's been snapped off years ago. I might even leave that, you know. I think I'm going to leave it. Just let me turn you off while I look for these pliers, because I could be looking for hours. Right, okay, did that only just feel like a second? Because it was they were in the first place I looked at. Okay, this is them. They're called pincers, and what you do is you've got a nail. You can get the nail out with them, and then you turn them out, you know. Anyway, I've seen someone using something like this, but these really aren't sharp enough. So I probably will have to fork out and get the proper stuff. But they were just going around this edge. Oh, mind you, that might do it. And just rounding. Rounding the edge. I don't know, even a file might be better. Definitely not working. I'm going to use a file. Okay, it's probably the wrong tool, but that's what they were doing. But let me look for a rasp. I should turn it up 1 second, sorry. Right, I've got the rasp, and can I just say again, reiterate, please don't be shouting at the camera, calling me all sorts because I'm doing it wrong. It is just an attempt. Someone could say like this is going to cause disease or anything, you know, it could do, but it's the way I'm going to do it, and we're going to try it. So it's like a lot of things in my business, people have commented on them separate to this. I mean, in my gardening business, and people have said like you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that. Well, I've tried it in the past, but we're going back sort of like 25 years or more, 30 years ago. I've tried it, it's worked, and I thought, well, do you know what, I've got away with that, should we try it again? Should we try it again? And it's worked, and it's worked like 99.9% of the time. So when I do things and it's not, you know, by the book, that's why, because it's just things that I do. I'm not saying for 1 minute copy me. No one has to copy me. There's a bonsai competition to be won here. But in all fairness, apart from it being white, that looks like it's a few years old already just with that. It doesn't look like a fresh cut. I don't know, maybe the comments will prove otherwise when I get moaned at for doing this. When I said I've got no patience, I'm just thinking whether I should get the grinder on it. I am joking. Okay, let me see. I think it'll look alright, you know. These might be a bit too long again. It's all trial and error. I think they're going to be a bit too long. I just don't want to cut them really. I think I've cut enough off. He says, cutting them. Just let me get some wire. I'll show you how to fix it. Okay, I've got some wire, and I hope you don't think I'm sounding stupid, but I've just looked at it from behind the camera now. I think it looks alright, you know. Let's have a little look. I think it's getting there, I really do. Oh, sorry. As I said in my previous video, I'm not a cameraman. So I'm going to take it over now anyway. Well, just looking at it now, I think that top does need cutting off it. I'm going to cut it off. Yes, happy with that now. So what we've got to do now, I mean, I'm happy with that as much as I know what to do with it. That's all I know what to do with it. We've got to get it in here now, and there are 2 holes in there. And what we do is we put some gauze over them to stop any of the soil going through, obviously. But also what we've got to do is we've got to wire it in, because there's nothing to hold it in. So we've got to get wire in there. So we'll cut this in half. And I'll get that. I'll get that in there. And we'll get... I'm looking very professional up to now. So we'll get them in there. And then we'll put that over there, and that in there. Okay, so that's our wire, and then we'll decide where to have this. It's all looking very good up to now. A few little fibrous roots there I don't want to damage. Just give them a twist, but I didn't want to use these pliers. I wanted to use a pair of pliers. I'll just get a pair of pliers in a second. So we need to get that round there, and that one round there. Let me just cut that. Just get a pair of pliers. Okay. I want that one round that root there. I haven't checked if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm sure you know what I'm doing. I've just put wires through the holes. Let me see if I can see from there. Wires through the holes, and then just tightening them up around the roots to hold it. I mean, there's nothing rocket science about that, and obviously don't cut into the roots, but that's pretty much solid. I haven't even done this one. I'll just make sure the wire's bending down, obviously, in case you know, the soil and things. Right, so that's that. It is moving a bit, but didn't want it to move, to be honest. This wire's come off this side a little bit. I can't get in because of the edge. Oh, that's it. Okay, that's it. That's that. Now, there's probably ways to wire as well. I mean, obviously, if you're looking at this and it's got you interested in bonsais, you can then go on and look at people who do it as a professional who know what they're doing. You wire them up now to get these bending. If you want to bend them, you can just leave them if you want. But I'm going to have them all below and to one side. Oh, that one's snapped anyway now. Look, I'm going to cut that off because that's a shame. I wanted that one. See, I think that's dead as well. There's nothing left. We're left with nothing. This will still grow. I mean, if it stays alive, all this will ping out again. So we want to make like a real tree. Think what we want, prune it. So I don't even know whether to put some wire on it now or just leave it. There's not really much to train, is there? Okay, well, as I say, I don't know if there's a special way to tie the wire around or train them. But as far as I'm aware, if you train something with wire and take it off after, say, 2 years or something like that, it'll be to the position you put it in. So unless for whatever reason you need to do something specific, I don't know. May have cut that too short now. I know what I'll do. Anchor it round that one. Okay, well, I'm pretty much done, and I'm sorry about that you've missed some, because this is why I have the phone on a front-facing camera where I can see myself and I know that it's filming, because now that's the one with the cracking and it goes a bit blurred, and that's why I did the video. People have been moaning. This one is a little bit better. It's still not brilliant, but it's better. But I can't see it now. I'm just looking at the camera. I can't see anything, so I don't even know if it's on or it's off. And I've just been waffling about doing this and tying this and doing that and explaining a few things. And when I went round to look at the camera, it said storage full and it wasn't videoing. So I've just had to edit a few, delete a few things off it, make a little bit of space, and just say, you know, what I was going to say a minute ago. Well, I've put the soil in now. You didn't see me put the soil in, but I just said I bought a few bags. They're only small, but I bought a few, 4 bags I think, because I bought 3 of these. Well, this one's just took 3 bags, and it would probably take another bag as well. I may put another bag in, I don't know. But all I was saying is I've wired this one, and that's bent over that way. I've wired this one, it's bent over that way, and these are going to go that way, but I'm going to wait for them to strengthen up. So what I was saying then that you've missed is, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. But if you are a bonsai person don't let this put you off. There's plenty more to see, other videos of all sorts of things, all other misdemeanors that you can look at. Have a little look, check us out. And thanks for watching, thanks for being patient, and I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope it's turned someone into at least wanting to look at bonsais. And what I did say was, if you do from this go to someone's channel who does do bonsais, please don't slate me down. I'm just having a go, and I love it, I'm interested in it, and I do hope it works, and I do hope it grows. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. But I really do hope it does, and I do think it will look okay. I've got a vision for it. I'm not too happy about these cuts, but again, I don't know, you know, what else are you supposed to do? You're not going to get a perfect, well, you are if you're lucky, get a perfect tree. But if this does stay, I can even clip it while it's growing, just to try and shape it a little bit more to look older. We'll see. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with me. See you on the next video.
Here's yet another bonsai I'm going to start. Again, it's only a sycamore. I've yet to get something nice like hawthorn or cherry or something, but you know, they'll come. But we're just digging this one out now. God knows what it'll end up like, but it's a start. We'll see what happens.